Hello dominators, welcome to this new video, and we're looking at why you would never be rich. 5 reasons why. The number one reason why people fail to become rich is their motive for wealth. Can you ask yourself, what is your motive for wealth? Why do you want to have wealth, to be rich? Why do you want to be rich? Is it so you can prove that you're somebody? Is it so you can prove that you're important? Because that is one of the reasons today, that is a very, very wrong motive. And you have that kind of motive, even if you ever, by some mistake, do get rich, you're going to still be very miserable. So your motive for seeking to be rich is very important, and it's even more important than the world itself. And that's number one reason why people fail to become rich. Do you want to be rich just so you can live a luxurious life? Do you want to be rich just so you can drive a Rolls Royce and sleep in a yacht? And it's all about you. That is so miserable. Many of us even put a noble cause in front. We want to be rich so we can help people. The question is, with what you have now, how many people are you helping? That is a direct proportion to reflect if indeed you got rich, you will help people. It's not when you get rich that you help people. If helping people is in your heart, then you're going to be doing that even now with the little that you have. So judge your head and check your motive. Otherwise, you would keep chasing the wind. And if ever by mistake you ever grab some wealth, you would even be more miserable at the end than you were without that wealth. The reason number 2 why many people will not be rich is because they are pursuing their wants and not their needs. Now, we need to understand, even from scriptures, that the Creator created everyone and made a provision for whatsoever they are going to need. And that's why there is providence, meaning you found yourself in a situation where you felt all hope was lost, and somehow there was a provision. I believe every single person watching this can attest that at some point in your life you didn't know how you were going to feed yourself, but by some divine providence you had food to eat, or you had your fees paid, your rent, or just some provision, because it was a need. And even the dreams that God has placed in your heart, your vision, your purpose, whatsoever you want to do, there is a provision for that. And that's how you see people that meet the right people in their lives who help them pay for and sponsor their vision and their purpose to fulfillment. So the question is, the motives that you want the money for, are they needs or are they just your mere wants? Because there has been provision for your needs. Your needs may be in $1 billion as they could be in thousands of dollars. Your needs are very different from the needs of your neighbor. So you can't look at your neighbor's needs and your purpose to estimate what you need for your own purpose. Don't say, well, this man, God has provided him with millions of dollars to do what he's called to do, and so I also want millions of dollars. What are you called to do? Will you need millions of dollars? You may need even billions of dollars, or you may need hundreds of thousands or thousands of dollars. That is not up to you to decide how much that you need. That has already been predestined when you were created, and providence was made available for all of that. If your motives are needs, then you're going to have what you need to do what you were born to do. And the amount is independent of your desires. It's all about what you need. Number 3 reason is a misunderstanding of financial freedom and the new retire early movement that has become very popular in our century. The retire early, the financial freedom, what does it really mean? Many of us think that we want to be rich so we'll be financially free and we can retire early. And for many people in their minds, that means not doing any work, spending 6 months of the year at the beach in one island and the other 6 months of the year on the other part of the world, enjoying everything that is available for enjoyment. So basically, it's a work-free life, or you can say a laziness-filled life. And this is a very big misconception. Because pioneers in this subject of financial freedom and retiring early, like Robert Kiyosaki, actually says he retired at 47. But then the man has been intensively working on his companies and the products he has developed and all these things for the last years, and he basically has not even retired because he's probably even working more on his vision and his gifts and his purpose than he was when he was working on a regular job. So retiring early is not no work. It's so you can get free from the work that you have to do, perhaps because you need the money to pay your bills, so you can get onto the work that you want to do and that you enjoy. And that is talking about your purpose, that is talking about your gift, that is talking about what you were called to do. It's talking about your zone where you feel comfortable and you feel passionate and energy about, such that even if you were not paid, you're still going to do it. So financial freedom and retiring early is not a ticket to the land of laziness, but it's a ticket to a place where you can really do what matters because you have been empowered beyond limits and restrictions of financial constraints to do that. So you should be asking yourself, why do you want financial freedom? And have you discovered your true purpose and calling and vision that you want to do besides the work you have to do? The fourth reason why you may never be rich is because you're walking out of your purpose. Now, believe me, if you have understood our last point on providence, then you understand that your wealth is in your purpose. Your wealth is in what you were born to do. And look at all the rich people that you admire, the real billionaires. They added something to society, and that is what brought them the wealth and the value that they are receiving in return, because they brought value to society. So your wealth is in your purpose. If you're walking out of purpose and you have not discovered your purpose, you don't even care or not making any commitment, or you're feeling too scared because there are many people who keep giving excuses. I'm going to start when I have the money. I'm going to start next year. You've been planning to start that school, to write that book, to open that store, to open that show, to run that vision. 5 years, 6 years, 3 years, 10 years today, you still haven't moved the muscle, and all you do is give one excuse after the excuse. Basically what you're saying is you're giving excuses to your wealth and your riches. If you're walking out of purpose, then you're walking out of your wealth, because your wealth and all the provisions have been made available in your purpose. The last reason why people never get rich is because they pursue money for the sake of pursuing money. Now, we've seen your purpose, we've seen you getting to be aligned with what you really want to do, and not just doing what you have to do because you need to pay your bills. But here you can be of the category of people who are just out for money, and that's why we have seen a high proliferation of get-rich-quick schemes. Gamblers and ritualists, or magic money, especially in the area of Africa. People are willing to sell their souls or even family members just so they can get money. But there is a problem there, because that's where we understand that pursuit of money for money's sake is the love of money, and we already know that is the root of all evil, and many who stray pierce themselves through with many sorrows. You may testify that you perhaps have lost a lot of money pursuing a get-rich-quick scheme, or you know someone who lost their life or lost a lot of loved ones and many things because they were trying to cut corners to get money. Even if you do get the money, the misery that you will live in will surpass any benefit that you can get with that money. So those are 5 points why you will never be rich. Discover your purpose. Run with it. That is the most important thing. The resources, the money, and all that you need will just align itself and start flowing into your life. So stop giving excuses. Wake up today, take responsibility for your life, and get out there and make a difference in the world. That's our time.